Hi everybody, this is Will Bowen with today's JumpStart. Today, let's jumpstart asking. A little over a decade ago, I led a group of people on a trip to Africa, and we helped build a hospital in Mwanza, Tanzania. Now, while we were there, I was asked to speak at a church that was there. Now, when we think church, this is not. This actually did have, it was kind of cylindrical and spires and everything like that, but there was a dirt floor and there was no glass in the windows. There was just open air blowing through and bugs and everything. So it wasn't what we would think of in a church, but I was so honored to be asked to speak when I was there to a few hundred people. Now, I did my talk, someone translated it into Swahili, and then I went to sit down and it was time for the offering. Now, that happens in every church, right? The minister collects the offering. It's how the church pays for itself. Here's the interesting thing, though, about the way they did it at this church. Now, this was a Lutheran church, but again, this is in Africa. This is in Mwanza, Tanzania. So, they come up just like you would normally see, and they bring the baskets forward, and the minister blesses the baskets, and then they pass the baskets around, okay? So now they've passed the baskets, but that's not enough. That's not going to get them enough money for the church. So then they have this little ornate thing that's made out of metal and has loops on it, like this, going up. The loops are about as big as a basket. So they put the baskets in the loops at the very front of the church, and then everyone in the church is required to get up and walk up to the front to have another chance to put money in the basket. So now the baskets have been passed to everybody. Now they're using social pressure by getting everybody to come forward and to go up to the front and be seen whether or not they've done. So that's twice now, okay? So then at the end of the service, they go outside and they ask if anyone wanted to give but didn't have any money. And you're talking hundreds of people outside in the dirt, in Africa, and standing there. And they asked if anybody, and several people came up with chickens, a pineapple, gourds. And because I spoke, actually, somebody bought one of the gourds, I think, for me, which was really, really touching. But so then the minister auctions off this livestock and these fruits and vegetables in the church parking lot. So why am I bringing all this up to you? People who get things in life are not afraid to ask for them, and sometimes ask for them once, twice, 3 times, over and over. Now, I'm not saying be obnoxious, and I'm certainly not saying be a stalker. What I'm saying is that people lead busy and active lives, and we are rarely the number one thing on their minds. So, ask and ask again. Ask and it is given. But first, you must ask. You must send out into the universe what it is you want, and you need to ask over and over again. And you just keep asking until it happens, because it will. Enjoy today, and we'll talk tomorrow. Bye-bye.